are a couple of criteria that I think everybody needs to think through when they're going through on cycle. And this is important not just for yourselves, but also how you position yourself vis-a-vis the headhunters and firms that you're interviewing with. The way that I approached it was, of that kind of checklist, the two that were most important to me were experience and exposure. At the end of the day, the way I thought about it was, we're all kind of in our mid-20s, and the biggest differentiator 20 years down the line is going to be the toolkit that you've built up. So, making sure that for me, it was having as broad of an experience as possible and making sure that I'm getting valuable transaction experience was the number one criteria. And so I filtered firms based off of that. I knew that at least for the first couple of years, sourcing wasn't something I was super interested in. It was more purely, I wanted to learn the analytics. I wanted to understand how a private equity process runs, wanted to get a better feel for portfolio operations. And so filtered based off of that. Geography wasn't necessarily a concern. I think was pretty unencumbered by where I was based out of. And so was more than willing to move across different locales, whether that be in the US or abroad. And so that was kind of my thought process. And that's how I ultimately came up to Centerbridge. But I know everybody has a kind of very distinct set of criteria. So it's important to think that through.